Hi, welcome back. So, you're probably wondering what the nervous system is, or as well as the endocrine system. Well, threat no longer, dear viewer. Today, we are gonna learn how the nervous system integrates itself with the endocrine system. Let's get started. Alright, if you're wondering where that orange shirt guy is, I haven't seen him anywhere. I don't know where. I really don't know where he went.
One, two, three, and four. Count what you have now. Don't count what you don't have. Count what you have now. Don't count what you don't have.
Alright. Before we talk about how the nervous system integrates itself with the endocrine system, let's talk about what is a nervous system, and also what the hell is an endocrine system. So, nervous system is the major, controlling or the regulatory and communicating system of our bodies, where it's basically the command center, or the center of anything that we do, that how we think, how we memorize, or how we learn, so that's basically the nervous system, and this connects our brains and our spinal cord, and of course our nerves and ganglia for some reason. Alright, so that's the nervous system. Everybody good with that? Alright, so next is our endocrine system. So the endocrine system is a network, basically a network of glands in your body, which makes up most of your hormones that you experience at around the age of 14, 15, somewhere between puberty stages. But yeah, they're responsible for almost every single cell, organ, and function in your body. So that's basically what the endocrine system is, to what I can summarize it down to. So now we know what they are. Let's talk about how they interact with each other. Well, first, so they're essentially communications. How should I put this? So telephone lines? Yeah, like that. They're basically that, but in our bodies. And the difference between them? See what I mean? Well, basically just imagine the story of the hare and tortoise, but the hare wasn't a lazy butt and just won the race entirely. See my point? But I hear you ask, how the hell does the nervous system be faster than the endocrine system? Is what we're gonna explain today, before we get to how the nervous system integrates itself with the endocrine system. So let's begin. So for the method of communication for the nervous system are essentially these guys, neurotransmitters, and what they're essentially are, they're neurons or nerves. They're nerves that are just basically chemicals from the nerves and neurons, the transmitters I mean. Okay, let me reiterate. The neurotransmitters are chemicals from the nerves and neurons that create the neurotransmitters. That is basically how the nervous system communicates with the rest of the whole body. So, now for the endocrine system, the way it communicates is through any gland or cell within our bodies. So, you know these little things? Like these, here. Yeah, those are cells, and yeah, these little things are in our body, 24/7. But I don't know. And the chemicals that they release, and don't worry, the chemicals that are mentioned in our bodies are basically safe. And if they weren't, then well. But yeah, but the chemicals they release are just hormones. So the hormones that are within our bodies, hormones are essentially that our growth hormones are how they're just are basically the driving force for our growth and other stuff that I can't get too in depth in this video, so bear with me. Now with that being said, the nervous system sends an electric signal down an axon of a neuron, which then turns into a chemical signal. Now the real beauty of this system is that it's direct. It's basically straight to the point where it just doesn't dilly-dally or whatever it does, and it's basically a millisecond that they're being sent throughout through our bodies. How they're communicating, just a millisecond. Like right now, while I'm talking, electrical signals that are from my nervous system are being transmitted through my axons, basically sending communication through communication, talking to each other, sending waves of such to, well, have me right here. So yeah. Now, why the endocrine system is slower? Well, it's a literal chemical signal. That's basically it. It's just a chemical signal it's just a really slow signal that just moves around the body, basically. Now, okay, so now it's time we finally talk about how they're somewhat similar and how they interact with each other. So, let's dive right into that. Let's finally dive right into that. They basically just work together. And remember my example of the hare and tortoise? Yeah, it isn't a race, but more of two best friends working together in some random farm or such. Basically, keeping it running 24/7 daily. So yeah. But yeah, we as humans need both systems in order to live our life. If we didn't have these systems, then we wouldn't be able to, well, feel properly, nor even think or regulate our whole bodies as a whole. And how the nervous system gives immediate control over nerve impulses that just quickly dissipates. Like if you feel like you know those like moments where you strain your elbows? That is your nervous system reacting to pain, and before long, like after like 5 or 10 seconds, it just goes away. Again, the nervous system in work. It's basically working. Your whole body's working. If that happens, like it just never happened. So yeah, while the endocrine system takes like ages more, it's basically it essentially just goes. Alright, how can I explain this? So, how the endocrine system works is how it moves is basically just through minutes, days, even just weeks until we can experience that, well, hormone that the endocrine system is sending through our bodies. And it isn't just a specific area, it's basically almost all of our bodies, through our genital areas or even our other areas, maybe our pituitary glands or such. So yeah, that's basically all you need to know on how the nervous system integrates itself with the endocrine system. How one system can support another's, how one system can help another system support each other through our whole bodies and such. And yeah, even just from separate the two separate systems altogether. They basically just move and control and try and regulate our bodies daily. So yeah, hopefully you all learned today something, and that'll be all. Thank you for watching, and until then, I'll be seeing you. And also maybe I'll just fire him? I really don't know what to do with him. Yeah, I really don't know.